Season 2 of the Pat and JT podcast.
Oh man, I'm here at last. The best time, always gonna be the best. Come on!
Exclusively on the Hurrdat Media Network.
Well,
hi. It's I can't reach my button. I put my laptop in front of it. Thank you guys for listening to our podcast. You can find it anywhere you get your podcasts. You can find it at hurrdatmedia.com on the network page there, or right now we're live on YouTube and Facebook. It's Pat and JT every Friday at 9.
Yes. Yeah. So if you missed it, plan next week.
Right.
We appreciate it.
Yeah,
oh my gosh, and so far so good.
Yeah, so far, I mean, we'll see. It's
I haven't
not over
broken
yet.
anything today, and everything started.
Yeah, and this, if you missed an episode earlier this week, Jill tripped on one cord, and it, like almost everything on my desk here, the control thing, went off, and all the sounds just went crazy.
It just flew.
But there have been no reports of any broken, any issues later on, so.
Good.
No harm, no foul.
Well, good morning, Allie. Allie's there. Yay.
I always get nervous because I'm the tech guy here. So as long as somebody comments at first, then I know they can hear us, and I've done everything right to this point.
You're our test audience. We appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks, Allie.
Thanks for doing that.
We got a text at 402-403-9478, and when I got this, I'm like, what is this talking about? It is, but then I remembered. It says, hi, this is Mandy. I was just listening to the episode, Don't Go Back to Randy, which was just a couple episodes ago.
Oh, yeah.
And she said it's also called brumatacophobia or whatever.
Picky eaters.
Where you don't want your food to touch. Specifically.
It has a name.
I still am that way. And one of my kids has that same issue as well. I'm also 33 and still eat one thing at a time and actually eat the steak before the sides. Is this your sister?
Right?
Mandy?
I have a tribe.
Wow.
That's exciting because I didn't know anybody else that did that. And I caught so much grief.
Yeah, I bet.
As a kid, and honestly, I got a couple of notes about that because they said that's why people develop anxiety and depression that eat like that, because it's all the people around them trying to make them change to do something. And that reminds me, when I was in second grade, and our teacher in second grade kept trying to make me write with my right hand, and I was left-handed, and it was like embarrassment, like shame me, when I go to the board to write and make me write with my right hand at the board.
Nobody can understand that except a lefty, because they never try to convert a righty to a lefty. It's always the other way around. So us lefties have chances are we can use both hands pretty well, because at one point we were guilted into doing it the other way because that's how you're supposed to do it.
It was one of those. I remember, and to this day, when I walk up to a whiteboard, I have to think before I grab to start writing, because I will instinctively reach with my right hand, always. I never write with my right hand, but that's just like that you just feel like you need to use your right hand.
You might need to go see somebody about that.
It's not like I write on a whiteboard all the time, but it's just one of those things that just kind of lingers, the residual. And there was a lot of that growing up. I remember the first time I got a left-handed notebook.
They have that? What's a left-handed notebook?
There's a whole store that sells only stuff for left-handed people.
It's on The Simpsons.
And no, this was before The Simpsons.
This is in real life? IRL, really?
IRL.
I thought it was just Ned Flanders' left-handed store.
No, there really is a left-handed store. And you can get everything for left-handed. Like everything from your coffee cup. Yeah. You ever notice if your coffee cup, if it has something on it, if you use your left hand, it's facing you.
Oh.
I think it is, or whatever it is. It's the opposite of the way it's supposed to be.
Well, that's stupid. I never noticed that.
They put things on the coffee cup, planning on a right-handed person using the cup.
So it goes out. So the logo's out.
The logo is facing. Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
Same way with everything. I mean, notebooks in particular, because then the spine is on the other side, so you don't have the spiral underneath your hand when you're trying to write.
Well, yeah, and just left-handers in general.
Yeah.
Because you always get the ink on your knuckle, because when you're writing, either you learn to write hook write like this. My friend Tony from high school used to write almost upside down. And it looked like it was so painful, but I'm like, whatever. I just go through and just have always marker on the side of my hand.
Exactly. I had a girlfriend of mine. She wrote like that. And her mom did too. Her mom almost wrote sideways.
Yeah.
It
looks so
sideways.
cool.
Oh my God, yeah. And her right-handed best friend tried to write just like her.
Right-handed best friend. Let us have our own thing.
Yeah, she would do the same thing, so her writing would slant left. So it looked like she was left-handed. It's like, okay, wait a minute. You're trying to pretend to have this problem that I have. So I see where we're going here. Want a little attention. But anyway, yeah, everything. And you think about the desks that we sat in when we were kids.
I did like a good left-handed desk, and there were only two in the whole school at Waterloo.
Fight over them.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. and other kids, they don't get that.
No.
You don't think about those little things.
Nope.
Or
the struggles.
Yeah, the scissors. That was another one. You had to learn how to use scissors with your right hand because the left-handed scissors
are stupid. I still can't even use left-handed scissors.
I can't either.
It's dumb.
I don't
like the
think
paper folds in between. How is that even possible? I don't understand
because
it.
you were taught you know how to do it with your right hand. We were never taught how to do it with our left hand.
True.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a struggle though for the teachers when they're trying to teach little kids to write and they're left-handed, and the answer always was until after I was in elementary school, but still I don't even know what it's like now, but it was always just change them.
Hey, you know what? If they don't conform, force them to.
That's exactly right. So, anyway, there's that. Anything else you got there?
No, I mean, not a ton. It's so weird. Last night, again, I keep saying this, and I've seen a lot of my friends going through this. Kids leaving the house, man, and I'm telling you, I never understood it until now it's happened. I'm like, oh, get over it. Your parents taking your kid to college, whatever. You'll be fine. Just you have the house, whatever.
Yeah.
It's rough, man. I got up. I fell asleep last night at like 10:30. Woke up like in a panic, and for zero reason at all, other than the fact that Bennett wasn't home, and that's all my mind was racing.
You forgot he left?
Well, no, I didn't forget. No, I didn't. I knew. I woke up, knew like, what's he doing? What's going on? I could always go check on him if I needed to. And now he's at his house.
So you need a nanny cam.
Oh, God, that's a great idea. He doesn't know that I still have his location on his phone. Well, he does know, but he knows that as long as I'm paying for it, I get the location.
Right.
So I checked. He was at his house. It's fine. But I was up all night long. I was up until probably 3:30, just sitting there thinking about it and watching.
He was sleeping or he was gaming.
He was not sleeping. He was probably gaming. Yeah. So it's just weird. It's so weird. But I thought of you because I know that you, like, when you moved out, it wasn't, you weren't out at the end of the driveway until your mom made it a sewing room.
Yeah.
So yeah,
they took the wall out between my bedroom and the next bedroom and made it a great big like sewing area.
We haven't done that yet.
Yeah, I wasn't coming. There was no coming back.
That's hilarious.
We were in a 3-bedroom house, only child, right? Mm-hmm. And the other room was kind of like storage in her sewing room, is what it really was, because she sewed a lot of clothes. She sewed a lot of stuff, and. Yeah, that room, the wall got taken out between the two, and then it became one big. There was no going back. And there was no pull-out couch. There was no come back for the weekend.
We didn't take the wall out yet, but it's carpet cleaning's already ordered, and half the stuff is like organized in the closet.
You may as well just replace the carpet.
It's actually
is it pretty decent?
Okay, it's decent. It is decent, but again, stereotypes. Not stereotypes. It's true and boys know this, and everybody knows this. We took his bed away because him and his grandpa and I moved the bed.
Is this breakfast chat?
I mean, no, but
too bad.
I urged Beth strongly not to pick up the pile of socks underneath. She did with a bag, like a litter, like you have a dog poop bag,
kitty litter.
Yeah, and just put it in his bag so he could wash them himself. I'm like, don't ask any questions.
Throw them away.
It's just he didn't want to throw them away. I'm like, well, whatever, dude. That's all on you. I'm not breaking out the tongs to put those in the wash machine.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's that. So.
And another thing too, and again, maybe this isn't breakfast chat, but it's just us girls sitting here talking. So, I had the. Maybe I better not do that. No, I will.
What? Wait.
No, because I don't want to embarrass Sophia at all by any means. But it's being a dad of a girl is difficult. Is many reasons why it's difficult. But the one, it's like so hard for me even to see, and I don't know why I'm trying to get over it. But anything that's involved with like girl care,
Okay. Yes.
Even a box, even wrappers or whatever. It's just, so I had to tell her yesterday, I'm like, dude, I don't care what, just please don't throw the wrappers, whatever, in the trash in there. Because it's like, I can't.
It's a special trash can under the sink.
Yeah. But that's what I was asking Beth. I'm like, I said, I don't want to shame her because it is what it is.
Because you're the one that's uncomfortable.
It's my problem.
Yeah.
But
Maybe
I did
need
anyway.
A different bathroom.
I did go downstairs usually, yeah. But I told her anyway. I'm like, dude.
You just got that bathroom all fixed up, so.
Really? Dude, I don't ever want to think about your vagina.
Oh, my God.
So if I see a wrapper, I don't ever. So please help your boy out. Please. And she laughed and she was on board and she was fine.
That's funny. She'll probably make it worse for you. She's going to make it worse for you. She'll probably do something.
I never thought about that.
She's got that streak in her. Yeah. You know what I mean? She'll do something like that. That's true. And I was just thinking, you moved out of your house, and this is that time of year, and for the kid, almost it's kind of like the first day of school. The majority of kids are just like, see you later,
Gone.
Peace out, thanks for the ride.
Yep.
Kick the door shut and see you later. And the parents are like, oh my God, they went the first day of school, right?
Yep.
And then when they move out, they're moving on, and they're just like, whoop, here we go, and they forget.
Yep. But don't
no
you guys need
anxiety.
help doing? But like a week ago, you needed help with everything.
You didn't move out, did you? That's right.
I did. I moved out when I was 21 or 22. Yeah, 22. I was over 21.
Did you move out, or were you asked to go?
I moved out. I did move out. I probably would have been asked to go eventually, but I did eventually move out.
Your mom liked having you.
Yeah.
out.
Well, I was sick of driving 30 minutes every day to work. So I'm like, that's when I got the apartment
Yeah.
on 24th and Hooker downtown.
You moved as far away, almost as far away as possible.
Yeah.
opposite end of
as
Douglas
close to
County.
work. Yes, 100%. But I did. I told my mom that. I'm like, how did you handle knowing that I moved down literally in
Downtown?
Hooker Nest down there, 24th and Harney, and I mean Bennett's like 190 whatever way out
Yeah.
west, completely opposite
Yeah.
neighborhood situation, and I don't know how she handled not freaking out all the time.
That you were down. Did she ever tell you? Did she ever talk about that? Did she ever think about it? Did she know?
I think well, I was almost 25 probably, so I mean there's a big difference. I mean, I was 22 probably.
That's
so
a big difference.
big difference.
That's a big difference. Got a note here from Valeska talking about her husband is left-handed. Mm-hmm. She says, and I keep forgetting. Every time I see him write something, I'm like, oh, you're lefty-handed. It's like, you're a lefty.
Yeah.
Totally get it. I do that sometimes with people.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, whoa, wait a minute. I forgot you're left-handed. Because even to left-handed people, watching left-handers write looks weird.
And does it? So when we write, it looks weird to other people, but when I see myself write, it doesn't look weird.
Myself, no. But when I see somebody else write,
It looks weird.
yeah, it does. So, anywho, yeah. But that's all I got, man. I'm just like kind of a light morning this morning. By the way, did it rain this morning or
Yes.
what?
It did. I don't know if it thundered, but it did rain.
I didn't hear any thunder.
Yeah, it rained.
And it appeared some parts of my driveway looked like it rained, and then other parts didn't look like it rained. I was like, did it just on my back porch? What
Rained
happened?
on your
What-
back porch.
What happened? Yeah.
What do you know what the spread is for tomorrow's Oklahoma game?
I do not.
Yeah, I don't know what it is
okay,
either.
hold on. Let's
Okay,
take a
so
look.
we're gonna Google that. I'm nervous, Nelly, for that game. I mean, I don't want to get embarrassed, but it's like we've been embarrassed before in the last couple of years. I'd rather get embarrassed by Oklahoma than somebody else, but I don't know. It's people that I've been listening to are feeling decently good about it. Like they're not saying that we're going to necessarily win, but it won't be an embarrassment, which is a sad state. That we're like, hey, we're not going to get embarrassed
Right.
this weekend. That's super great.
So here, okay, let me pull it up here on CBS Sports. They've got
It's cool seeing everything leading up to this. All the reporters and all the people and all the fans from the past 30 years talking about what a cool rivalry that was.
and reading. I'm just looking at this right now, as you mentioned, because they're playing in Oklahoma. The Sooners ranked number 3 in the country. What? Seriously? Did I miss something? I didn't know that.
Oh, what'd you say? I'm sorry.
They're ranked number 3 in the country.
Oh yeah, they're good.
Wow.
I think. I mean, I don't know. I know they're good.
But first time since 2010 that we've played. Oklahoma won that 23-20, and it was Nebraska's last game as a member of the conference as well. We've played each other 86 times, 71 straight years from 1928 to 1997. Wow, that's when that all ended, 97. Wow. But the Sooners lead the series 45-38-3. So
It'll be fun. It'll be fun
the
to watch.
Sooners are favorites by 22.5.
And yeah, Valencia did say, and Chick and Nick did a solid 30-point spread.
Really?
So yeah. Well, I don't know. Joe Whitney posted. I went to school with Joe Whitney, so you should have seen Pat shoot free throws in high school during basketball games. Looked awkward, but rarely missed. I don't know about the rarely missed, Joe. I appreciate I think what's that saying that distance makes memories positive, or what's that card? The more time.
Yeah.
The more time passes, things get
The
sunny.
edges have softer, or you have softer edges.
Whatever, yeah. So,
Memories
Joe, I appreciate the
are
memory.
more forgiving.
But I remember the opposite. I remember the clunks and the air balls.
And the left-handed shooting, that's true too,
It looks weird.
because it does look weird.
Yeah.
To everybody.
To everybody.
Even to the lefties.
It does. No, you're right. It does. It totally
It kind
does.
of stands out. It's like, why is he doing that? What's that? Okay, interesting. And the same way with batting. Batting left-handed doesn't bother me as much, just because you see it so often. Because it's right.
Yeah. Yeah,
that makes sense too. Okay.
All right. So that was an unexpected left-handed chat
Joe.
this morning.
Yeah, that's nice. Joe says you still have hair in my mind.
Yeah. Thanks, buddy. That hair was gone before I moved to Hookertown. That's awesome. Thanks, you guys, for participating. And we do this every Friday. Facebook Live, YouTube Live. Where's my button? You can comment and download us wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you.
Pat and JT Podcast, a Hurrdat Media Production.